All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel. So I know you guys remember this house. This is that 6 units of 2-bedroom apartments that we just finished in Oka in Anambra State. You will agree with me that we've actually carried everybody along throughout this project from when we were still in the carcass stage, like when we were working on the carcass, when we did the foundation, when we finished the carcass, when the finishing started, all of that journey, we've actually taken you guys. So if you've not seen those videos, I will link them down in the comments. I will link them down in the description so you go and watch them, right? But when we posted the video of the finished work a few days ago, the #1 request has been, how much has it cost you guys to build this house, right? How much has this? Some of you are interested in the kitchen. Some of you are interested in the furniture. Some of you are interested in the bathrooms, design, and all of that. So what we're actually going to do in this video now, we'll try as much as we can to give you guys a breakdown, because in projects like this, a lot of things happen that sometimes the client or the landlord will usually make a lot of requests that was not initially there. Like for instance, in this project, originally we were supposed to do just the main house, right? Just the two bedrooms, but later on, the studio apartment complex came in, and then the gym or the entertainment center also came into the picture, and all of these things just happened, and we started building and working on them. So we're going to try as much as we can right now to be as precise as we can with the entire pricing, right, of what this whole project has cost. Again, this project is located in Anambra State, Oka precisely, close to the new government house, and it's going to, Priestley Apartments is going to go into full function this December. So for those of you that will be traveling and coming back into the country, please patronize this, our brother. I keep saying it. It's not easy to spend all this kind of money, all right? And of course, we have Engineer Desmond here, who is the star of the show. All these projects you see and everything, Engineer Desmond has always been the spearhead of all. He's the team leader of our team, and he's an amazing leader. So I'll just allow him to, Engineer, you can just say hello first before we before we go straight into business.
All right, thank you guys for the opportunity, and for our viewers, those who have been waiting, asking.
Yes.
In short, most of our clients who have also patronized us keep asking. Sometimes when they say our status, they will say, Engineer, this project, have you uploaded it? Even those who are working currently, who knew us through the channel. So I want to thank you all for all that love, patience, and following up, and those who have been calling as well. So you will not be disappointed working with us. Thank you for all that, and we love you too. Thank you.
All right, so Engineer, let's use the BOQ right now. Let's use the BOQ, the one you designed and you came up with and gave to the client. Let's work with it.
Okay, good.
So the total amount for the carcass, right? Yeah, came out at about 88,288,500 naira.
Exactly.
That's the total for the
main house.
For the main house, including labor, everything, right?
Materials and labor.
Materials and labor, everything.
For carcass.
Okay, and for to be clear again or to reiterate, you did not buy materials. The clients actually handled the procurement of the materials.
Yes.
Okay, so
while we took labor contracts.
Okay, so let's start from the foundation stage. Foundation stage now. The total for the foundation stage, right? The total for the foundation stage, including labor, was roughly about 12 million.
Exactly.
Right?
Yes, sir.
So I want you to walk us through the list of these materials that were here, and if you used everything here. Now I understand that part of the materials that were being used here were also being used for the other, or were somewhat used for the other smaller apartment block
at a time.
Yeah, so please walk us through.
As a matter of fact, in construction of this kind, you need rod, you need cement, you need rod, you need cement, you need sand, you need granite, we discussed about earlier on.
Yeah.
You need sand, granite, you need water, you need wood, of course. And at a stage now, you start requesting for bamboos when you are doing the decking.
Yes.
Okay, so our #1 on the list of our BOQ was Y16. The Y16 is a 16 mm rod. That is the reinforcement.
50 pieces.
50 pieces. That was what we needed for the foundation stage of the house. Okay, and then trust me, these 50 pieces was sufficient
Okay.
Because we use it usually, and I think we have one or two left over. But we have even had more, but because of we have to increase the column
reinforcement.
Exactly, like I just mentioned to you.
Yes.
So we also have Y12 here. Y12 was 60 pieces, but
Y12, that's 12 mm rod.
12 mm rod, but the Y12 was not enough. The reason is because, like I said, the ground is softy.
Soft.
It's soft, exactly. So we have to chain. We need chaining of the foundation, external chaining for foundation stability, which is very, very essential. So we needed some more. I think 20 something or 30 that was added, and which was understood clearly. Then we have Y8, which is 15 pieces.
8 mm rod.
8 mm rod, that went. We had binding wire, that went. We have chippings, 75 tons. As at that time, the chippings were sold for, it was sold for about 800,000 naira. Now, this is 2024, okay? 75 tons. So we bought, we also have three in our BOQ here, we stated 5, but what we end up using was about 3, and we consume up to 5. Okay, so like, I want to mention something here because of this analysis, that most times when you are doing a project, you just need an honest fellow. Just like one of the jobs we are doing in Imo State, you see, we have volumes of materials that are there. After a while, we have to do an account, and we have saved about 6.5 million naira because exactly, you know, when you buy it, you use it, whatever that is left over. Similar that we're doing one of our other project, 12-bedroom duplex. So that is a similar thing here. There are some things that could be over, and there are some things that could be lesser.
Yes, sir.
But just because when you have people that are trusted and you have a team that you work with, both the manager has been cooperative, he's not a different kind of person, and we too. So whenever we have excess, we know. Whenever we have more, when we need some more, it was also provided entirely. So we didn't use up to 5 trips. It was about 3 and that we use. And then we have collateral, which is a filling sand. Okay, we actually needed more than, because of the topography of the land. We needed more of this. I think we end up buying up to 50. About that, then we needed some boards. We got some few more, and then cement, 300 bags. We didn't use up to 300 bags at the DPC level.
Okay.
And then we had a 2x3 wood. We now had nails. We have pegging materials, and that was all about what the foundation says.
Okay.
So some were down and some were up.
Okay.
Okay, Zali.
Okay, so so basically, you didn't spend up to the amount that there was savings on this stage.
Exactly.
Because you said here that the chippings you needed, it was budgeted 5 trips were budgeted here.
Yeah.
But you ended up using just 3.
3 and some.
3 and some fractions.
We got 4, but the 4 didn't finish, exactly.
Okay, so it's safe to say there was savings here, and you spent maybe around 9 million.
Maybe 9.5 or 9.6.
So there was savings on this stage.
Yes.
After the foundation, the next stage was the ground floor, right?
To decking level, yes.
The ground floor to decking. Okay, so here's what I want us to do. I want you to highlight the major things that you actually had savings on, so we don't go through every individual thing and make the video too long. For the ground floor now, the total amount, labor plus materials, is about 26.7 million, right? Yes. So now, walk us through some major materials here. Some major things that there were savings on, or some major things that were more than what was quoted here and all of that.
Okay, so now, basically, in our 16 mm rod, the number we quoted was sufficient.
150 pieces.
Yes, it was sufficient, and we had some little savings in it. And then the 12 mm that we quoted was also sufficient.
Okay.
But what we didn't use, according to we stated here, was the cement.
Okay.
We never used up to 450 bags. I think the cement we used was about 300.
Okay.
As at that stage, between 300, 350. Okay. So our BOQ said 450. So meaning we save about 100 bags of cement.
Okay.
Okay. And then on blocks, remember that block we're molding on site.
Yeah.
So whenever you have block molded on site, you have savings. That is just one of the.
Please expatiate on that.
Yes.
You said whenever you have blocks molded
on site, you save.
You have savings. How?
Yes. Okay, because now in our BOQ, whenever we are doing a BOQ, we give you a comprehensive BOQ. Like I did a BOQ for a lady somewhere in the West. Or she said, oh, but engineer, you say you are going to mold block. Exactly, I'm going to mold blocks. But now, we will give you a comprehensive BOQ so that when we go into the project, if there are savings, you will see.
Okay.
Because a lot of people, you don't have to say, oh, because I'm going to mold blocks. So we did a comprehensive BOQ. Then when we get to the site, block were molded. When you mold blocks, you save some money. Now, the cost of buying one block, let's assume currently our block is about 700, 600, depending on their quality and whatever you want. So you save money in molding, you save quality, because the people out there who are molding for you have more blocks to produce to make money. But when you mold your blocks, you save a whole lot of money. But now this happens if you have the time.
Okay.
So these are things that is discussed with the client.
Okay, before the project.
Before, like I said, so this block were molded before we welded. So you have to save money.
Okay.
Because in cost of molding, you can produce 35, 40, depending. And then, but we are going to buy. So you check, you save more money in molding on site if you have the time and you have the space.
All right, let's go ahead.
Exactly.
Okay,
that's what it is.
Thanks for that information.
So we made good saving from cement.
Cement, okay.
Yes, we make good saving from cement. I also make good saving from electrical materials and plumbing materials.
Okay.
Because the plumbing materials wasn't up to this price, you know. But because, like I said, location differs and all that. Okay. So there were a lot of things that were lower. There were a lot of things that were a little bit higher. But in all, we had made some, you know, savings, exactly.
Okay, so let's go to the second floor.
First floor.
First floor, yeah.
First floor. Don't forget the two-story building.
Okay, yeah.
So where we were now is ground floor to first decking.
To first decking.
So we are now at the first floor.
To the...
Yes.
First floor, okay.
Yes.
26.5 million for both labor and materials, yeah?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
What are there any savings here? Is there something we need to know here?
We still made savings only on cement.
Only on cement.
Every other thing were the way it is.
Okay.
If you notice on the 12 mm, we had 500 here.
Okay.
While the ground floor was 12 mm was 550. Okay, that because they were cantilever.
Okay.
You need to have cantilever. So the other one, the cantilever continues and it stays what it is. So everything was sufficient as well. We had savings on cement as well.
All right, so let's go now to the second floor. Both labor and materials were about 16.5 million.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to ask, why was labor a bit more expensive on the second floor, and the total cost of materials for that floor was a bit cheaper?
Okay, as at the time we did the second floor, we are not doing casting, we are not doing decking.
Okay.
We've done the first decking on the ground floor to first decking. And we also done decking on the second floor. Like for example, it's ground floor to decking. After the DPC, you do ground floor to decking. You've done the first decking.
Yes.
Decking is usually expensive. Then you now do first floor
decking, and
another decking.
Again.
That was why you have those similar prices. Okay. And once you have done decking, there's no other decking. Don't forget it's a two-story building. So as you have done decking, there's no other decking. So what we now did was, from the second floor decking, we now build up block.
Yes, to go and put the roof.
Put the roof, exactly.
Okay, so what I'm asking is, why was the labor for this particular floor more expensive?
The labor was expensive in the sense that now the trick here is that we now have more reinforcement work to do. We have more of, because in building, the higher you go, the tougher it's become. So the stress of taking things higher.
Taking materials.
So the
labor has charge more to get to the second floor.
Take the second floor, yes.
Oh, okay.
Because even if in the Western world that we are using automated, not manual labor,
yes,
that machinery that lifts things up,
it's more a crane
is more expensive. You have to hire for a day. So everybody has to now go up. The carpenters have to go up. The labor has to go up. Everybody start climbing and going up. And efficiency also reduced. Okay. So as at that time, you need to get more workers for productivity.
Okay.
Yes, exactly.
All right. So the roofing.
Yes.
After the second floor, now we now have the roofing.
The roofing alone.
The roofing alone.
Yes.
The BOQ here says 5,781,000 naira.
Exactly.
So is there something?
That was the cost of the roofing. The BOQ for the roofing, you can see roofing alone is 5,781,500. This was the cost of the roofing. Yes. That includes the roofing wood and the roofing sheets.
Okay.
Yes.
What about the labor? Labor was not
The
stated.
labor was also included. Look at the labor here. There's a workmanship of the roofing cost for 300,000 naira.
Okay, 300,000. Okay, everything amounts to this 5 point. Okay, what was this amount? Was this amount spent?
Now, in material procurement, if you need 50 pieces of wood, you buy them.
Okay.
But now, if all of them does not,
You don't use them.
don't use them, you have the savings. So most time that is what happened in material procurement. You save. Then assuming, since we also always do our job in stages, stage by stage. Oh, foundation, DPC, roofing, blah, 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 do all those things. And you know, in building, materials on site is always very useful, especially cement, sand, rock. You cannot say you are done building a house up until you cannot say you are done using cement, sand up until you've painted that house.
Okay.
Even when you paint the house, there could do some adjustment. And the house of this kind, there were some the client, I want this, add this, subtract this.
Yes.
Those things happen a lot. And even in course of the block, we also had a lot of savings because at the time there were some places he said I want an open kitchen, and those kind of places reduces block content. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So that's what happened.
Okay, so this is actually a breakdown of the 88 million naira that was quoted
Yes, for the main building.
for the main building. What about the other building?
Okay, the other building now, those savings that we're having,
On the main building?
yes,
Putting into the...
exactly, technically went there because not that they were saying, okay, since we didn't use like one of the stages, you needed 450 bags of cement. We end up using 350 something there about maybe that 90 or 100 was no. We just got that cement. Cement we just, one of the things the client did not buy cement in truck, even though I advised, but I think he has a relative who deals in cement, so they were bringing
Supplying...
yes, whether he bought a truck and live in their shop or something, but they were bringing cement as we want. Okay. So now at the time when we are about roofing this other house, we have to now move into this other one. So we're doing the two at the same time. So when materials come, we have to use it. So they were not proper BOQ for the pool house, the studio complex, the office complex.
Okay, but estimatedly, how much do you think is...
So they estimatedly, if I would say carcass,
yeah.
maybe between 30 million or thereabout.
Okay.
This exactly between 30 exactly to put it up.
Okay, so now let's go over to the...
Thank you, the pool house.
The entertainment center. Okay, so now there was a bill of quantity for the entertainment center, right?
Yes, right.
And the total of that bill of quantities was how much? About 52,504,800 naira.
Yes.
That's the total for the what the BOQ said.
Yes.
For the entertainment center.
That includes.
This includes the swimming pool.
The swimming pool.
Okay, and I understand that the swimming pool has its own BOQ.
Yes.
Which we'll come to later.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Inside of this.
Exactly.
All
right. So let's go through the first phase. Let's start with the foundation of the entertainment center, right?
Okay.
First of all, before we go ahead with this entertainment center, give us the specs of what we have in the entertainment center.
Okay, fine. I want you to understand that these 3 different buildings in these premises were all drawn.
Okay.
We did the design.
Okay, including the entertainment center.
Exactly. So it has drawings and it has their column distribution and all that is required.
Okay.
Okay. It has their drawing and all that is required. So, and for you to be on the safe side in construction, you need to use a building plan so that you can ascertain your costing. Okay. Because it's from there you now know how many columns and how many bags of cement will go into the columns, blah, 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 cement and everything. So for the entertainment center, we start by the foundation.
The foundation.
Foundation.
Total price plus the labor is about 6 point something million.
Yes, about 6 point something million.
6.4 million there.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
So walk us through, please.
Okay, so in the foundation stage, usually we have 16 mm rod. The number we requested was 20 pieces of it. Okay. 20 pieces of it, as at then 16.5 each, it was 330,000. We had 50 pieces of 12 mm. The reason for that 12 mm was because we need to do chaining on the foundation level. But as at this time, if you look at the entertainment center, at the ground floor doesn't have blocks Doesn't have much block. It's an open
space.
So we have steel. It's called steel structure.
Okay. Because of the swimming pool.
Yes. What they had was a steel structure so that the pool is under.
Yes.
And then we now have steel structure protruding.
Have pillars around.
Pillars around, and then have a corner where we have a toilet.
Yes.
And provide stairways. Stairways to go up the ground floor and the first floor.
Okay.
And they also have toilets where people can shower and all that at the ground floor. Okay. That was what the ground floor says. And then the first floor consisted of the VIP bar, the VIP bar, and the VIP bar and the gym, the gym house.
Yes, and the game center too.
No, the game center is at the last floor.
Oh yeah.
The second floor.
Okay, first floor VIP bar, a
gym, and then in the first floor we also have a security house.
Okay, attached by the side.
Attached by the side, but the entrance is from where we have that spiral staircase.
Yes.
Because as at this time, we are deemed fit that after having 3 gigantic structure in the premises, and we now calculate that, okay, let's assume we have 10 flats, 6 units of 2 bedroom, and it's 4 units of studio apartment.
Yeah.
And you're going to have staffs and people coming in and all that. So if we have to now put another building in the compound or in the premises, it's going to decongest, make the place look stuffy. So we just have to stiffen a room, a toilet, and a kitchen into the
security.
So that a gate man can have that space. And we also have a bunk bed there, so that if a gate man has 2 of them, or let's say Mupo come around for, so they have a place for themselves. So we have to now give them a different stairs, which is that spiral. So that was what the first floor constituted on the entertainment building. But the security man house can only go through this way. You have nothing to do through the rest.
The main entrance.
The stairs. Okay? So that's what it is. You have the security man house, a sizable room, and a toilet and kitchen. You now have the VIP, the gym. The way you go to of course, you also have a toilet.
In each of these places.
Each of these 2 toilets, so that people are that floor we use it. Then if you go to the second floor, you now have the rooftop bar, which was the main intent of the entertainment center. A rooftop bar where people can do party, hang out, exactly, rooftop bar, the last floor. And then the rooftop bar, we have the game lounge.
VIP game lounge.
Yeah, exactly, the game lounge, and of course the toilet again. So that's what the content is.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right, let's go back to the breakdown.
So to the breakdown now, on the foundation, 20 pieces of 16 mm rod, 50 pieces of 12 mm rod, 20 pieces of 8 mm rod, binding wire, truck of chippings, as at this time, a truck of chipping. But let's remember that as at this time, we have had series of leftover chippings exactly that
from the other 2 buildings.
Yeah, so we have to now calculate this based on what we had in the other ones, and then we now bring in, because as at this time we had roofed
the other 2 houses.
The 2 houses, and then we started plastering. So it was at the time we started plastering, and the main house we were done plastering and we were tiling. So we now started the entertainment center. Okay, so 3 trips of sand, and then trips of filling sand, and also blocks were molded on site for all of these projects.
Okay.
Block were molded on site. So basically that money for block we saved out, like I explained before. 30 pieces of board and 150 bags of cement. Okay. But by then we're always having cement, but we needed to have a BOQ so that we have something in view, and of course in budget.
Okay.
Exactly. We'll have 1 piece of wood, bamboos. By then we have some bamboos on the side that were from the other building we use for scaffolding, so we have to use it to just continue the building. Okay. Yes, that's what happened.
All right. Let's not go through each of these piece by piece, but we'll just go through it very fast, so because we still have other things to talk about.
Okay. On the ground floor, the first decking, we have
just highlight to us where there were savings or where were some things that needs to be talked about.
Okay. On the ground floor, on the DPC level, there was no saving. Okay. The materials were well used, but like I said, we did this BOQ in view of the things
that were already left.
Exactly. Yeah. So we didn't spend up to this amount. We didn't ever spend up to 50.
Up to 52 million.
No, we never spent it.
Okay, because there was leftover
materials. But just we needed to do a BOQ. Okay. So we had rods on the first floor, which is a major thing. We have cement, we have binding wires and all that. Now, on the swimming pool structure, the BOQ for the swimming pool was, the total cost of materials was about 3 million, close to 4 million, 3,851,000, while the labor was about 1.7 million. So roughly 5 million naira, 5 million and maybe fractions.
For just the swimming pool?
For just the swimming pool, carcass.
Okay, the carcass.
Yes.
Explain carcass, please.
Okay, cool. But you know now, in the swimming pool, carcass is the major thing. But in the buildings, basically in the building and all the building we have there, the money you spend in carcass, you're probably going to spend double of that in finishing. That depends on your taste of finishing and what you want.
Of course.
Okay, but for swimming pool, the major money you spend is on the carcass. Because after you've done the swimming pool, the carcass is the construction, like you just do the casting, the reinforcement, the rod and everything. After that, the next thing is just tiling, and then you introduce the pump that takes water in and out. That's about it. Which that amount, you can spend less than 2 million naira. Depending on the waterfall is not expensive, the skimmer, and then the tiling. So you can spend less than 2 million naira. So we can as well say the total cost of swimming pool structure, a basic swimming pool of this kind, with 7 million naira, we should be able to have a swimming pool.
Okay.
Or less, depending on the size, but in this kind of size. Because on the carcass takes more because it's more of casting all through. Exactly.
Okay, so so roughly how much have you spent on the swimming pool?
So if I would say that we've spent about 6.5 billion naira on the swimming pool.
Including the machine and every other thing?
Yes.
All right, so all of these amounts and all these things we've been talking about have been for the carcass of all of the buildings?
All of the buildings.
All right.
Exactly.
And also, before we go ahead and start talking about the cost of breakdown of the finishing, were some leftover materials used in the finishing, like maybe cement?
Yes.
Sand? Okay.
Now, the way this project was running is there were always inflow of materials.
Okay.
For example, when you are doing finishing, cement is also paramount.
Of course.
When it comes to finishing. When you are doing construction, carcass, cement is also paramount. Because you use cement, tiling is cement, plastering is cement, and most of the jobs are all cement. So there were always inflow of material. So as at the time we were doing carcass of this one, we are going to this other one, we also have sand on the side. So we only meet place order. So things were compact together and we're just flowing. You know, we're just making progress, because we needed to catch up with the timeline.
Okay.
So of course, there were a lot of flexibility. As at the time we went to finishing, there were a lot of flexibility from the clients. We need this. So we want to also use the opportunity to tell most of our clients, see, we have to stereotype what we need. It gives a goal. It gives a direction. And also because at a time, if you don't have a direction, and also you should be able to, even though there's going to be flexibility, let it be between 20% to 30%, not from the beginning, you don't know what you're doing. And then as at the middle of where you're working, you start, let's do this, let's do that. Those kind of work, it can throw you off balance. And it is not coordinated, and it can also make you spend money you never accounted for. It is good, you said, this job will cost me 100 billion, at least I have 70. So if you spend 101, 110, or less than, you know that there was a budget and there was a plan towards it.
Okay, fine. Thank you for that advice.
Yeah.
So now let's go to the finishing proper. What was the first thing that you guys started doing in the finishing?
In every construction, the first thing that happens after carcass, that's after you build the house and roof, is plastering.
Okay.
But now this plastering comes with window work. Because the way I do my plastering, we do an embodiment of it. Meaning as during the plastering, if our clients, if we have done a BOQ for the finishing and you are ready, so what we are simply advise is that, okay, as they are doing the plastering, let's get the window done, let's get this external door installed. That now, what happened is that, because as at then, the features of the house has all shown, the windows, the sizes, the doors, and everything, all that needs to eliminate and all that has to be, has been in their place. So by then, you know how many doors, you know how many, even though that can also ascertain that through drawings, of course. But so that when the plastering guys are coming, as a plaster, they will dress the window, they will install the guys who are installing the doors will install,
and then they'll plaster and
dress it up, and then there's no joints. You're not going to have, you have a serene finishing.
Okay.
So as soon as the plastering team come and start plastering the main house, we also commission the window fabrication.
Okay.
So, as you will know and also know that most of our jobs are done inside.
Yes.
We really give our job outside of the site. We call you from your workshop, you come, and we have a reliable team who are always available for this operation. Okay. You know, for those who don't want it, it's not our operation. Our operation is whenever we want to do any of these jobs, the artisan will come with their workshop, their machinery to the side. You take an estimate of the materials, we discuss your labor, we go to the site, we go to the market, buy these things, and bring it to the site. You produce them right on site, so that if we have savings of materials, we see. It also gives us leverage to control our materials.
Okay.
And also give us leverage to control the quality of what we are doing, on site. And also for our clients who are also, it has been a practice. So even for our clients who are, you also see things progress. And we save time, we save money, economy, we save time, we save money, and also achieve quality. Because most of the artisans, nobody's Jesus Christ. So you allow them go to the workshop and do their things, they can give you whatever, but then they bring to the side, you wouldn't know. There are some things that are covered, like sometimes they can even buy a wood that is not good, this furniture wood, and they cover you with something, and then, but then they bring. Normally. Those are the things, so we do everything on site. So as at that time we did plastering, the cost of the plastering labor was about 8.5 million, but materials and labor brought it to 15 million naira. Because cement is a paramount factor. For the 3 buildings? Yes. Okay. As at this time now, finishing, we are doing the 3 building together. Okay. Although at different times. Yes. So it's paramount. So cement is paramount when it comes to plastering. Plastering consumes a whole lot of cement. Okay. Okay. So cement is a paramount item when it comes to plastering, essential, and of course sand. Sand and cement goes together. So I would say we spend about 15.5 million naira for that operation. That's materials and labor. Okay, that includes cement? Yes, because the cement alone that went into the main house for plastering is more than 500 bags of cement. That's to plaster the main building itself? Yes. Okay. So if we can use about 500, 600 in the main building, so we'll use between 300, 400 on this other one, and then we'll now use maybe 200 or thereabout on this other one. So cement is paramount. Okay. What was the next item? The next thing, like I said, when we were doing this thing, we have commissioned the window work that was happening at the same time. So the window production, materials and labor cost about 23 million naira because we did Trisom window. Explain what a Trisom window is. The Trisom window is a new modern window. That one that's in the building. That's like a floating window? That is a Trisom window, yes. Frameless, called frameless. Okay. Call it frameless or Trisom window. Frameless is just the language, frameless. Okay, but mind you, our window, we don't add up burglary with our window. We do separately. Okay. So we have to provide the burglary bars. These are because of the kind of security we provide for our projects. So you said it costs how much? About 25 million? 27 million. 27 million for the... No, 23 million, sorry. Sorry, 23 million for the 3 buildings. The 3 buildings. Exactly. That's the windows alone. Alone, but at different times. At different times? Yes. Okay, so this 23 million now is for materials? And labor. And labor. Exactly. Okay. And I also understand that the team that came to do this thing, you brought them all the way from Lagos. Exactly. To come and do it. Exactly. Okay. Most of the workers came from Lagos and Port Harcourt. Okay. Exactly. All right. What's the next item? The next item is tiling. Oh, okay. That's the big one. That's the big one. Yes. All right. So, first of all, what kind of tiles was used here? Is it Spanish tiles? Is it the tiles was Nigerian tiles, high-grade Nigerian tiles, Veroni. Okay. Yes. You know, in tiling we have. Well, sorry to digress. If we had gone for Spanish, we probably would spend close to 150 million. For Spanish tiles? Yes, for Spanish tiles. It's quite expensive. Okay. The square meter of Spanish tiles is about 25 million naira. 25,000 naira. And it's just maybe 1 or 2 pieces. That's a square meter exactly. So it's quite expensive. Okay. But it's optional. It's optional. And let's talk about what we use there. So we use high-grade Nigerian tiles. Okay. Yes. So because the main building alone, the budget for that was about 18-point-something million for the tiles. For the tiles alone. Okay. The main building and some of the building went into small. Some of the tiles went into small building. At a time, don't forget that these jobs were done in bits. This one goes. So at the time, we now saw what was needed, and now got some more from the leftover we had from the main building. We got some more added to tile up the
entertainment center.
The small building.
Okay, the small building.
The small building. So from the small building, we're almost running out of ties. So we now get some more ties for the entertainment center. So I would say we spend about 27 million naira.
27 million.
Yes, that includes
for the tiles.
Yes, that includes tiling, labor, because tiling, cement is also paramount. Yes, cement is very paramount.
Okay.
Cement is very paramount. So cement, sand, and of course the cost of tiles delivery.
How did you? Where did you get the tiles? Where did you buy the tiles from?
The tiles was.
Did you buy from normal market or?
No.
Did you?
It was from company.
From company.
Yes.
The color choice was made by the client, or you suggested?
Okay, so now, as at this time or before then, we've known that this project is an Airbnb. Okay, so things were synergizing. We need to plan things along. So ideas were now, the client brings idea, so we collectively introduce idea on how to purchase the tiles in their different places. But basically, the client wanted more white, so we have to now go into, in tiling, you need to know that the toilet where the water we have to have frictions, mats on the stairs and everything. So those are the expertise we brought in.
Okay.
Yes. So the tiles was supplied from the company.
Okay, so you said that about 27
million naira.
27 million for the tiles alone.
Yes.
Oh, does that include labor?
Yes, that include labor.
Okay, that is this boy, what's his name, Pascal and his team that came to install the tiles.
No other.
Okay, so about 27 million for the 3 buildings.
Yes.
Good. What's the next item?
The next item is furniture.
Okay, please explain furniture in plain English.
Okay, so now a lot of people have actually called and asked and say, "Oh, engineer, when you mean furniture, what do you mean?" We have furniture and furnishing. Okay, now after we have understood furniture and furnishing, another thing I want to say is our operation is such that if we allow our artisan or workmen to do their things from the workshop and bring, probably we'll spend more.
Yeah, so you said so before.
Okay, so most times we say, "Oh, what did you save? I was a saving, I want saving." If this operation is what we do, you instantly have saving. Let's assume if the total cost of a house is for the finishing, you have to spend 50 million naira. But if we do some of these things are done on site, there's no way you will not make savings out of it, which is good and goes back to the client. So the furniture here we're talking about is the wardrobes. The wardrobes, kitchen cabinets only. While the furnishing has to do with the curtain, the chairs, the dining, which we also did as well using our team. Okay, but the first furniture here is a wardrobe and the kitchen cabinet, and also the internal doors.
Okay.
All the doors in the house were constructed on site.
Okay.
We didn't buy them. Okay. The only doors we bought was the external doors. The external exit doors.
Okay.
All the doors were constructed on site.
Okay, the internal doors.
The internal doors, the wall you saw, the overlay over extra height. Yes. But usually that door in the market is about 250,000 or thereabout, between 200 because it's quality hardwood. But trust me, since we have them on site, because we make the site a manufacturing site, buy in the market. Our men come
buy materials
and then produce it there, install it there.
Okay.
Yes.
Which cost per piece would have cost how much? What was the savings? You just said in the market it cost like 250K.
Yes.
So since it was constructed on site, how much would it cost?
So you stand a chance of saving about 70 to 80,000 per one.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Really?
Yes, because you buy a whole set of board for between 35 to 40,000 naira. And then so the board now we now produce a door or two. And then we pay our artisan from there. And so you save about between 70 to 60 to 80,000 for one door.
Okay.
Same quality of door. Yes. So that door you saw there, that same door. I remember when we were doing one project somewhere in Abia State, we got that door. Then the door was sold for 120. That's over 3 years ago. So as at now, that door is 250, hardwood.
So let's talk about the furnishing now.
Okay, the furnishing.
Yes, which is Which hold on.
A couch.
Which has to do with the couch, the sofas, and
the sofa, yes,
and the dining set.
the dining set,
All the flats.
all the
Were
flats,
done by your people.
including beds,
Including beds were done by
all
your
the
people on
beds, the
site.
same foam that we need to buy from that they need to order from.
Yes, foam. Of course, foam will come externally.
Yes.
Okay. So the chairs, they're actually very nice. The dining sets are actually very nice.
Yeah.
First, two things. First of all, I want to explain the expertise of the people that have done this furniture, you know. So because then number two, how much have we saved? Like if I was supposed to go to a big furniture house now, one of those classy ones to go and buy that furniture and come, is it the same hands that, you know, you get what I mean?
Okay, good. Now, there is a whole lot of savings. If we have gone to a company to buy this furniture, there's no way we would have spent between 30 to 40 million naira. Exactly. So, but now, that same market that, you saw the couch, you saw the seat, they are beautiful.
Yeah, very, very.
Okay. A year ago, when we were doing furniture for one of our clients, we went to a showroom. We were buying a lot of showrooms everywhere. We were buying each of these chairs for 1.6 million. It was our 3 sitting rooms. We were buying each of these furniture. Of course, there was no time then.
Yes.
So we only constructed beds on site, all the 12 beds. So we buy this furniture, 1.6, 1.3, 700,000, 800, and
I remember that.
Exactly. Okay, so let's say 1.6 into 3. Imagine how much that came out. Okay, so, but in this case, this same team who came from Lagos, they have their expertise. They know these things. It is their job.
And I understand that some of them used to work with
most of these big companies. Yes,
they are installers. They're the ones
installer, exactly. One of these companies. So when we met in course of our job post one, they thought, they saw opportunity with us, and then all they did was just to lay off their job and get equipment, and then they are working with us.
Okay.
So those wood you see, because you're still in the same market the people are buying.
Of course.
They are imported wood, imported HDF wood. So it's still in the same market. You see these things. So the total cost of the furniture in the house was about 15 million naira. Furnishing, that is the chairs and the beds.
Chairs and the beds.
Yes.
Okay. Let me break it down a bit.
Okay.
Let's go a bit macro.
Okay.
Or micro. So each dining set and a sofa, estimatedly per sitting room, minus the bed. I'm just talking like the dining and the sofa and the set of chairs. That includes the sofa and other ones. How much estimatedly did it cost?
With the cost of our production or the cost of what is sold in the market?
No.
What is
sold
cost
of your own production in the site.
Okay. It's
I know they differ by flats, but estimatedly, how much did each one cost?
Okay, so
just the
flats.
Yes, but just the sofas
and the dining.
And the dining, yeah.
Okay. We can even, because we have the record here.
Okay.
I can go here, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
For the dining set
and the chair and the set of chair.
The dining and the set of chair. The chair is 600,000. Yes, on production on site.
With labor?
Yes, that's labor and materials.
Okay.
The chair is 600,000. The dining is 450,000.
Okay.
While the bed is 450,000. Okay. But there's also dressing table, dressing mirror that we did.
Yeah.
The dressing mirror, 120,000 with the mirror.
Okay.
And then there's this couch that is in the studio apartment, a single chair.
Yeah.
That's a single chair that you have with the, yes, that one was for 200,000.
Just the chair alone?
The chair, the chair now, that sit.
I know, just that chair alone.
That chair alone, exactly.
Okay.
So bed, each of the bed, because though they are diverse.
Yeah, some of them are.
Yes, each of the bed, 450. The sofa, some are 600. The highest grade one is the other designs, because they are different flats. 800,000, 600,000. The dining, 450.
Okay, so total came to around 15 million.
Yes, for entire premises.
For the entire house.
Yes.
Okay, so
that also include that. Let's not forget that include the chair, all the beds, all the chairs, different sizes and designs of chair, all the dining, and also dressing tables and mirrors.
And mirrors.
Yes.
Okay, so all of this came to around 15 million.
Yes.
Which is reasonable, eh?
Very reasonable.
Because I know if you go to them big furniture shops to go and buy those things, it will cost you.
Exactly.
Like those chairs normally, they go for like 1.6, 1.7.
Like I said, now the one we did now.
Some of the shops
Yes.
Okay, like we bought we bought last year now.
Yes.
And we understand.
And the dining were 800, 850, 900.
Yes.
Yeah. So the choice is yours. Choice is yours, whichever one you want. And you saw what we did there.
Okay. All right. So we are established. Let's go to the next one.
The next one is.
Sorry. Let's come back. Now, I'll just take this quick. A client sent a request. So this one is a special shout out to her. She wanted to know how much each kitchen cost us.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Each of the kitchen, because we didn't talk about the kitchens.
Yes.
So I would like us
the kitchen fall into furniture, but let's talk about it.
Yeah. We didn't talk about the kitchen.
Let's talk about it.
And so because the kitchens are we have a lot of, there's an island in between, there's a drawer, and all of that. So let's talk about the kitchen furniture, how much
the kitchen, we have average kitchen.
Yes.
A mini size and big size, but that very kitchen, that our kitchen that has an island, has a fridge space and the other things, that kitchen will cost about 1.6 million naira.
For each one?
For each one, because we use HDF foreign wood. Okay. And that was a gloss wood.
So including the island?
Yes, the island.
Okay.
It cost about 1.6 million, 1.7.
Roughly per kitchen?
Yes, per kitchen. Depends on, but this very kitchen size. Yes, this very kitchen size.
So if the kitchen was smaller, it would have cost lesser?
A little bit less, yes.
Okay, fine.
And also see that a lot of people have their kitchen differently. Some want it too many things. Some like more cabinets, some have less cabinets. But for this one, it's an Airbnb. So, and there's something I also told our client that, see, let's make this house such that if tomorrow the Airbnb doesn't go, people still rent an apartment that is fully furnished. Like in Lagos now, people fully furnish the apartment and you rent it. So it's functional. All the kitchen has their gas connected, either electric or normal gas. And everything installed. And then all the system, the smart system, it works. It's an independent.
Okay, so now what is the next item on the list?
Electrical.
Okay, so what is unique about the electrical system in this house, first of all?
What is unique about the electrical system is because we introduce smarts.
Okay.
Okay, we introduce the smart systems. But as at the time we did the video, we are setting up, we've not bring in the
fully
Alexa.
activated.
We've not activated the Alexa, but it's been introduced.
Okay.
The wiring has been done.
Okay.
So because we are done with our side of the project. So the interior people are installing things, setting up exactly. So as soon as that is ready, a day of the commissioning, we will introduce. The connectivity is all there, the Wi-Fi are all there, everything. We saw the studio room. So it's just to activate the Alexa so that it does its own thing. Alexa on the TV, Alexa do this. So we also have smart keys and smart lock in each of the entrances of the house and the rooms.
Okay.
Because it's an Airbnb apartment, so it's assumed that if people come in, they should have their privacy. So when you go into your room, your smart key and whatever. The way you come into the flat, you use a card. Key card to activate the lights.
The systems in there.
That's what it is, exactly. And all the televisions are smart TV that will be Alexa enable.
Okay.
Yes, Alexa enable.
All right.
Exactly.
Okay.
So we use smart sockets in the house. In short, as a matter of fact, the very first cost of electrical materials was over 40 million naira.
Yeah, because I wanted to say we didn't mention the electricals.
No, we have electrical in the carcass.
Okay.
That is inside any of the carcass construction discussion.
Okay.
Electrical in the carcass.
We've discussed it before.
Yes, but this one is electrical in the finishing.
Okay.
Because what is in the carcass is the piping running through, the wire is part of the finishing. So I would say we spend about 70 million on the electrification of that house, the three building. Yes, because we use smart sockets, and smart socket is usually very expensive. The very first time we went to market, you spend about 40-something million naira. That's for sockets alone and switches, lighting, and we've been buying for swimming pool, buying for this and everything. So I would say we spend about 70 million naira for the electrical fittings in that house,
In the house.
the 3 building, yes.
And this is because of the quality of
yes.
materials that
Exactly.
that
this
the
is smart socket, smart switches, smart
bulbs.
smart, everything smart. Like those toilets, once you go in it and automated light comes off and sensor light and everything. And you saw the light on the stairs, the profile light and all that, and all of that.
Oh, 70 million is a lot of money.
Yes.
Is that almost like the amount of the carcass?
Also remember that this is a very big project.
Yeah, no, this is a very big house. Like
It's a very big house.
extremely big.
Yes.
Even inside, even the kitchen alone, there are a lot of.
Exactly. Okay.
So the electricals has cost like 70 million, eh? Okay, now what after that we're talking about the what's the next thing? Plumbing.
The next thing is the plumbing.
Okay.
So of course the plumbing also have its own tech. You know, the WCs, all the fittings, the water heaters, the heat extractor, all that. I would say, although it wasn't up to the cost of the electrical, but the cost would be about 40 million naira. That's include, because we have WC, we have a lot of toilets in the house, we have a lot of kitchen, we have everything, the sink, that includes the gas, you know, the floating gas that's that is in the house. So, and the studio apartment have their own fittings. This other one have, and the studio, the entertainment center has about 7 toilets, two plus the security man house. And then let's not forget that the studio, the office complex has its kitchenette and has a visitor's toilet by the office there, and then the manager office, which is the control room, also has a toilet.
Yeah, basically there are plenty of toilets.
Exactly. And then we have a laundry, service laundry behind, inside that office complex. We also have the staff room that also have toilet and kitchen.
Okay, so
about 40 million naira.
40 million naira has been spent on the plumbing system.
The plumbing system, yes.
Okay, that's including the toilet fittings.
The toilet fittings and the piping connectivities.
What about the glass? Does this price include?
You know, it doesn't include that glass alone. We spend 3.5 million naira
In all the apartments?
Yes, all the apartments. We brought a special guy who came in from Lagos.
Okay, to install the glass.
To install them, exactly.
Okay, then what else? What's the next item?
The next in the item is POP, screeding, the welding, the tungsten, and all that things.
Okay, let's take it step by step. What about the POP?
The POP will cost about 15 million naira.
15 million?
Yes.
That's for the different designs in all the apartments?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, then...
the screeding, we said, costs about 8 million naira.
For the entire 3 buildings?
Yes. You know, screeding is more of, because our screeding, we made it very flexible and easy and cheaper for our clients. We will not use POP to screed. We use cement and top bond. So we normal cement. Cement gives us bonding. So cement. The next is the welding.
Of the fabrication
of the tungsten, the burglary bars, the gates, the rolling gates, the railing on the fence, and then the protectors on the windows.
And the ones outside too?
Yes, exactly. Though they were done at different times. But if you want to sum that together, I would say we have spent the tungsten that we have about 6 tanks at the back. Each flat has two gigantic tanks, you know, supplying to the house. So I would say that we spend more than 15 million. That is excluding labor, because the labor will charge each of the time, but this thing we produce on site.
Okay.
We did all this construction on site. The fabrication were done on site. Yes.
Okay.
The next in the line is the fencing. Okay, so that fencing, that's only the block building and the plastering. As at the time we met that land, the fence is weak, because our client bought over the land from someone they've got, if I had donkey years ago, I can't remember the year, none of us know. So the fence were very weak and deploring. So we have to rebuild up and strengthen the fence. We spent about 3 million naira reconstructing the fence.
It's just the front or the
entire fence. We have to introduce, because our client was like, should we bring it down? I said, no, we know what to do. So we have to introduce column to strengthen it, a top of block, and then reinforce it.
Yeah.
Yes. So I said we'll spend about 3 million naira.
Okay.
Rebuilding the fence. Okay. And then the next on the line, there's something that we need to talk about that is very paramount here.
Yes.
Before we talk about the swimming pool that costs about 7 million naira. That includes carcass and the finishing.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's something here that we have not talked about, which is before we talk about painting, there's something we need to talk about in all of this. Now, cement and sand is a paramount factor in this stuff. And then there's also compound casting, the ingrate in the compound.
The casting of the floor.
Of the floor. We spend about 9 million naira.
What?
Yes. It's quite big, large, yes. Because this constitutes the granite and all that.
Okay.
Yes.
The granite material
cement,
chemical.
exactly, with the chemical and all those sort of things you saw there. And we also bought some sand to fill some areas.
Areas in the compound.
Yeah, to fill some area in the compound and make sure.
Okay, due to the topography.
Due to the topography.
Okay.
And then finally painting.
Okay.
Painting. First of all, when we planned painting outside the swimming pool structure, the cost of painting the main building and the office complex, because as at that time, those two buildings were ready, and the fence was about 8.5 million.
That's the painting?
The painting, cost, materials, and labor. Okay, so if we have to add up the swimming pool structure, we say that we spend about 9 million or 10 million. That's materials and labor. Yes, but you know that this painting of a thing, I just have to say here, in a project, sometimes we have to allow things to go serially because we end up painting and repainting. Just because at the time, we see a flow of work. People have not left the site. Some people will see there. Painting should be done when at the stage, not doing when the stage is not right. So we spent some more money painting because we started painting when the time was not right.
Okay.
So that is what it was. People would have saved more money in painting, but we spend that money because we have to paint, and then at the time people will see doing things, we have to repaint again.
Paint again.
Exactly.
Okay, the painting was the final thing that was done.
Exactly.
Okay. Estimatedly, from foundation to finish, how much went into this project?
250 million has gone.
250 million?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
250 million is quite reasonable due to the size of the project.
Yes.
Because honestly, if you look at all the houses that most real estate companies sell, they are a tiny bit of that house and they are selling it for like 350 million.
Yeah, because this one is, so when something is made from the manufacturer, when something is made from the manufacturer, that is what you're expected to see.
Okay.
We do things right on site.
Yeah, because part of the reason why the price is this low, it's not cheap, but the price is quite reasonable.
Considering
for the size of the house.
Considering what we have.
So 250 million is not bad, right? And again, it was because of the way you handle things.
The process.
Like for instance, the furniture, instead of spending maybe 35 million, because honestly, if they had gone to the market to these big showrooms, even the average showroom to buy those furnitures would have spent nothing less than 30 million. Yes. Or 35 million buying those furnitures alone.
Exactly.
And you ended up achieving everything at 15 million naira or thereabout, And then we talk about the internal doors too, and all that. So
there's also external door that was purchased, but there are few of it. I mean, it's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 external doors.
Yeah, so
that maybe probably cost maybe $1 million, 1.5 or 2 million naira.
Because, if you look at the size of the project for 250 million, it means you did a good job in managing the resources that were provided to achieve the result. Because honestly, I was actually, after seeing everything and all, I was actually thinking that we're looking at like 350 million or thereabout, but 250. Since you guys are watching, 250 million is quite reasonable. All right, so there you guys have it. We have done our best to bring you people the breakdown the best we can, all right? And just as we said, we went into this project with the aim of building just one structure. We ended up building 3 gigantic structures, right? And so in such a process, some things happened in between that we didn't really plan for. But of course, since it was not violating any of our laws or anything, we had to just cooperate with our clients and make sure that we got things done. So, and again, you have to understand we didn't buy the materials here. Material acquisition was not on us. It was on our clients. But of course, we were the ones that gave the clients the bill of quantities on what to buy and what not to buy. So our numbers are on the screen. So if you want to reach out and make inquiries further, or if there's something you did not understand, you can leave a comment down below, or the numbers are on the screen. Reach out. Let's talk and let's understand ourselves before we move forward. All right. So thank you so much. We're going to catch you again in the next one. Bye.
Thank you.